Wow, in 2023, we really grew together, and it's all because of you. Backyard Growers is a project of community love and collective power. Your support over the last decade has made it possible for Gloucester to have 6 thriving community gardens, a connected network of backyard vegetable gardens, and gardens for all preschool through 8th grade students in Gloucester Public Schools. This is a testament to our community in Gloucester and you, our incredible supporters. We did this together. Together, we are building healthy, connected, resilient communities by empowering people to grow their own food, and Gloucester is the center of this food revolution. Thanks to your generous community fundraising, a federal food security grant, and partnership with the City of Gloucester, over 100 people are now gardening in the expanded Burnham's Field Community Garden.
We joined in 2020. I put my name on the list and lucky enough to get a plot the first year, and it's been wonderful. I'm really glad there was an expansion because I was just hoping to be able to keep my garden as long as possible and that other people could have the same experience. But now that many more people can participate, and it's been great because there's more people to talk to see what they're doing. But some of the new gardeners are growing new things that weren't grown here. Somebody's growing okra, and I never thought about growing okra in the north. So I think just an influx of new ideas and new perspectives and more case studies to see what works for other people.
I wanted to join a community garden because I just wanted to get my hands in the dirt. I believe there's so much healing that happens when we're in relationship to plants, and I just love to be around plants. I feel so happy, like my whole energy field changes. It's been a really, really great experience for me. This is my first year. I am actually coming out of homelessness, so it was a really healing experience for me just to be around the plants and in the sun and in the rain and just have that relationship with my garden.
I always enjoyed gardening. My father had a garden. He was a farmer in the South. And when we came north, he bought a house and had a big garden in the backyard. And he always grew enough for the entire family. So when I was given an opportunity to have a garden of my own, I took it. And it's peaceful and relaxing. I like being a part of this garden because the camaraderie and the people that come to this garden are very friendly and they support you. If you ask me what is a favorite thing in my garden, it would probably be okra. I like to batter it like I would do chicken or fish and then fry it in some olive oil or either cooking oil until it's a crispy brown, and it is delicious.
A few blocks away, Backyard Growers built Willowwood Community Garden in 2017 with help from an incredible group of kids living in the Gloucester Housing Authority Willowwood Gardens neighborhood. The garden hosts 12 households from the 60-unit housing community. In 2021, we launched the Agriculture Project, a community gathering space adjacent to the garden where residents can connect over their shared harvests. Like Burnham's Field Community Garden, extraordinary partnerships also brought agriculture to life. Scheduled for full completion this fall, agriculture was funded by our supportive community in addition to initial funders Essex County Community Foundation's Creative County Initiative and the Amelia Peabody Foundation. It was then developed in partnership with Gloucester Housing Authority and the Greater Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce, as well as architect Claudia Parashiv of Studio Full Design. Claudia and Backyard Growers worked with residents through a collaborative design process to create a space that reflected their wants and needs.
We're always interested in partnering with Backyard Growers on any great idea that they have. This site, had been pretty much abandoned prior to the garden coming here, and the second part of the site was still abandoned. So that being able to revitalize that and to be able to create a center where all the residents could gather seemed really exciting, and the residents had a lot of input on what the design was going to look like, and then we've got to watch it grow. And the role that all of our partners have played has been great. We've never all come together this way, and I don't think people have really looked at this neighborhood as being a part of the rest of the community. And it's really good to see that the residents are now feeling included in the greater community in Gloucester.
We're kind of bored during COVID. Wanted to explore, do more stuff with my family together. So we got involved and we've been loving it since then.
This flyer we got in our door was talking about wanting interns for the program. A lot of agriculture, what it was trying to do is try and, make people in Willowwood feel like this is part of their space and kind of what can we add to the garden that would bring people in. I think it brings people together. Like, it's literally like a space that anyone could come to.
I have two younger ones. They don't really have a lot of friends. But when they come here, they're out there making a lot of friends in the neighborhood. So I think it brings the community together.
And, having food, especially with our neighbors, also having beds, it's another point of connection for people. Like, last week we picked how many cucumbers?
19.
So we got to just give them out to people because, that's too much for one family, but we could give it to others.
We were thrilled to be able to connect with new community partners throughout this journey, including the incredibly generous crew at Aranio Landworks and the team at the Cornerstone Creative, a new Gloucester-based nonprofit organization.
We are a youth mentorship woodworking nonprofit here in Gloucester. We work with teenagers 13 to 18, locally based, and then we do a job training program for teens 14 to 24, young men, young women coming out of incarceration or just justice-involved youth. The mission of the Cornerstone Creative is it's mentorship through craftsmanship. So we use woodworking as our avenue to reach youth. The basis of our program is to create deep relationships with the youth. It was a perfect opportunity to take the skills they're learning in the wood shop and then bring them out to a job site like here and use those to build an awesome space for the community. We came here and we did the physical install of the pergola, and we're going to be building some modular picnic tables and some garden beds to go around the community space here.
As our community-based programs continue to grow and thrive, our hands-on school garden programs are now entering their second decade in Gloucester Public Schools. That means that this year's graduating class at Gloucester High School has been growing their own food at school since kindergarten. So it felt timely to launch our own brand new internship program with Gloucester High School this year. Our internship program is a paid opportunity for GHS students to explore professional development in the fields of agriculture, education, and nonprofit management. This spring, we welcomed GHS senior Emily Jackman. As a Beeman Elementary School alum, Emily has taken part in our school garden program since elementary school. She was ecstatic to be a part of ensuring that our current elementary school students have the same opportunity to learn and grow in their school gardens.
My earliest memories of backyard growers, I'd have to say, was probably 4th grade picking beets. Being able to intern with the backyard growers and being outside and working with the kids was something that I thought would be a great opportunity. It's impacted the rest of my life because not only have I learned to garden, but I've really seen how it impacts the community.
While our established partnerships like this one with Gloucester Public Schools continue to power our programs, we were thrilled this year to bring veggie gardens and food growing and cooking programming to new people in our community. We worked with Unity Access Center, Seacoast Rehabilitation and Nursing, Core Peer Recovery and Resource Center, and Elliott Community Human Services in Gloucester to engage their residents, patients, and clients in their own vegetable gardens, as well as through food growing and cooking workshops. Extending our reach outside of Cape Ann, we partnered with Community Action Inc. to distribute grow bag garden kits to 80 low-income households in Haverhill, Mass., including a virtual training on how to successfully grow fresh fruit in their new modular container gardens. At Backyard Growers, we believe that the backbone of a strong community is a resilient food system. Each year, we strive to deepen our impact by creating more opportunities for people to learn how to grow food, to share and exchange resources and knowledge, and to connect more deeply with one another, where their food comes from, and why all this matters. We're excited to share that in 2024, Backyard Growers will be launching a new farmers market in partnership with the City of Gloucester. True to our mission, the farmers market will focus on celebrating the unique and vibrant food culture of Cape Ann, while ensuring access to fresh produce and food-growing resources for all. It's your support every year that makes our incredible work possible. We are so thankful for your generosity. Please give today to support our programs and continue to build healthy, connected, resilient communities.